South Yemen, also known as Democratic Yemen, is located in the Middle East in between North Yemen, Oman, and Saudi Arabia. There are not specific ethnic groups in Yemen, but there's a cultural division between Arab, that's the majority, and minorities, that are Afro-Arab, South Asian, and Europeans.
The population has been almost entirely Arab. Many ethnologists contend that the purest Arab stock is to be found in Yemen. Classified as Jokhtanic Semites, the Yemenis claim descent from Himyar, great grandson of Joktan, who according to the book of Genesis was descended from Shem, the son of Noah. Yemenis were prominent in the early armies of Islam and thus helped the Arabize much of the Middle East. The history of the Yemenite use predates by centuries of Islamic Hira, 622 before Christ. How they became the settled in the region was not determined. Yemen has been a destination for many years, most notably from East Africa. These Africans, along with other immigrants, have intermarried the locals, and today, Yemeni Arab has significant traces of African and South Asian genes, but most people are still closely related to the Arabs in neighboring countries and elsewhere.
Yemen is a very antique civilization that has gone through a very heavy evolution in language. At first, the official language was Arabic, but eventually, the Yemeni Arabic language became the main one. This is very conservative language spoken by the major part of the population that separates itself into five main dialects, each one very different from the other. These dialects are Sa'ani, Isi, Adani, Tigami, and Hadrami. The second most important and widely spoken language in South Yemen is Somali, for it is spoken by 7,000 immigrants approximately. The main religion in South Yemen is the Islam, and it is practiced by almost the whole population. This region is monotheist and it's based on the Quran book, which is the Bible for them. The God for its religion and the only one is Allah. This religion contradicts some ideas of other religions. One example is that Christ is not the Son of God. The religions control directly their government, therefore, their laws and rights are only protected by the Islam and its beliefs. This religion is important in both public and private schools, and the government has a duty of authorizing the academic program in order to keep out of their population's mind liberal ideas.
As well as in the popular tradition of the Middle East, men of Yemen cover their heads with thawb or shiwa. A majority of women living in Yemen wear an all-encompassing black cloak called balto. A very few walking on the streets may show their faces, but the rest prefer to cover it. Wearing black cloaks has even influenced foreign women living in Yemen. It is uncommon to see a Yemeni woman at home in clothes like many women in most parts of the Arab world.
The Yemen unrest it started in 1990 because of northern Yemen unification, northern South Yemen unification, and because northern dominance over the south. So in 1994 they broke into a civil war, and again in 2007 protests started occur because of the tension and this dominance over the other side. So during 2008 there were reports of individuals that were arrested because of participating in the protest, and in March 30 of the same year, reorders set fire to police stations, banks, military vehicles, etc. And the next day, the police went to their homes and arrested the leaders. And in 2011, massive protests began from the south asking for independence.